It's just after 5 o'clock, time for the Stonetree Afternoon News Dispatch. I'm arenthaergald, here to tell you what is happening in Stonetree. Consumers should be on the lookout for a new scheme that has been perpetrated in the area. Many travelers have reported to the Stonetree city guards that they purchased ordinary-looking horses, who rear and bolt as soon as they're saddled with supplies, provisions, or treasure. The crimes may have been blamed on just bad luck, except the horses could be heard to laugh at the victims as they galloped away. According to Lieutenant Bardwijic of the Guard, who's in charge of this case, these are the hallmarks of the legendary horse thief, Squire Edgar. Quote Lieutenant Bardwijic, "A horse is a horse, of course, unless it's Squire Edgar, the legendary shape-shifting thief who masquerades as a horse. If you are a victim of this or any other crime, please contact the Stonetree City Guard." Next weekend, the Necromancers Ethics, Reputation, and Decency Society will be holding a rally in the King Albano Park, with the theme being, Getting to Know Your Skeleton. The goal of the nerds is to promote the use of ethical necromancy in Stonetree. Here's Spokes Necromancer Gloombert Shadowraven to tell us what ethical necromancy is.
Ethical necromancy is all about donations and permission. When you have shuffled off your mortal coil, you are no longer using it, and you can choose to donate it to a necromancer, who will in turn turn it into an undead minion capable of performing many useful tasks. Of course, the only physical undead servants permitted inside the city are skeletons, as zombies and ghouls come with unpleasant odors and risk of disease. The Getting to Know Your Skeleton event is the Necromancers Ethics, Reputation, and Decency Society's opportunity to show the public that necromancy isn't all dark powers and rotting corpses, but just another branch of magic that happens to need deceased remains to work. It's also educational for children because they'll be able to learn all about the skeletal structure of different races. It's an event for the whole family.
Get to know both the nerds and their skeletons this weekend in the King Albano Park from dusk to 3 a.m. Late yesterday afternoon, a section of Slate Street collapsed, revealing a previously unknown subterranean tunnel. No one was injured in the collapse, but several strange, bat-like monsters emerged and rushed the people nearby, necessitating the evacuation of the area. To be certain, the bat-like creatures were actually monsters, and not a previously uncontacted sapient species. I attempted to interview one of the creatures. Here is that interview. Wait, please, KSTB listeners want to know. How long have you lived under the city? What's it like being a sort of humanoid bat? The kingdom is looking for adventurers willing to not only clear out the bat monsters, but also to discover where the tunnel leads and its archaeological significance. Any group able to complete this quest will be rewarded with 300 gold pieces. Speak with Captain Ligorio at the barricade at the intersection of Slate and Cellar Street for more information. This has been the Stonetree Afternoon News Dispatch. Now over to Finola Vance, meteor astrologer, for the weather.
I will today analyze my own dreams in order to determine what the upcoming weather will be like. So, last night I had a dream. I had a dream that I was being chased by a wolf, only it wasn't a wolf, it was just an enormous hamster, so I stopped running, and I grabbed it. I mean, an enormous hamster is still about the size of a cat, so I didn't need to be too scared anymore. Then, I was in this place that was like a combination of the house I grew up in and like a clock shop, but with a stream running through it and a stage. So I was supposed to put on a play, but I couldn't remember my lines. And then it was over, and I'm not gonna tell you the rest. So, looking ahead, it will be very cloudy and threatening, but the storm will blow over us without breaking, leaving it foggy and misty in the afternoon. The next day, it'll burn off the cold and damp of the last couple days, because it's gonna be hot. Really hot. You're listening to KSTB on the Speaking Stone Network.
Kingdom of Stonetree, broadcasting